Kevin Steineman coming at you with another VSN Extreme affiliate success story. And today we have Nate Obryant. Now, before Nate actually tells us his story, I just want to tell you guys a little bit about Nate. Nate has actually only been online marketing for a few weeks. He found out about Empower Network, and then Jermaine, Lead Monster Steel, actually told him about VSN Extreme. And, you know, the story he has is actually really incredible because this is someone who was able to suspend disbelief and take that leap of faith to actually get involved in a company that seemed really good, is really good, on the outside and the inside. And, you know, he actually borrowed money to go all in and recuperated that money and made even more within his first 24 hours. You know, he comes from an apparel background, also does a little bit of real estate, but I think Nate's story he has to share is just very powerful, and it can help anyone who's really getting started. And obviously, there's no better person to tell the story than him himself. So, with that being said, you know, Nate, do you want to share your story with everyone here?
Yeah, that's good. Let's go.
Cool.
All right, everybody. I'm Nate Obryant, San Diego, California. I'm only 24 years old. So I've been on this online marketing business for about, I'll say, 3 weeks now. I joined a current company before this one, a previous one, and I did pretty cool. I got like about 2 to 3 sales in like my first 7 days, and I started to add more people online from Facebook. I started seeing people on Twitter, and then I started seeing a lot of people posting a lot of results, like 1K a day, 2K a day, 3K a day, and here I was just making like $25, and I was wondering like, are they finding like 1,000 people to sign up a day? I really didn't know how the process was to how everybody was making money. So I started befriending a lot of different people. I started talking to cats, and then people, they started offering me other products and other companies. And it was like nobody wanted to give out the information without you signing up under them under another company. And so I kind of did like the loop around for like the first 7 days, and being introduced to a lot of companies that it's out there online that I never knew about. And I came across a good friend of mine now named Jermaine Steele, who when I added him, we was talking, but he was talking to me less about the company, but more about my dreams and what I wanted to do, what did I really want to achieve, why did I want to be here. And he told me about the traffic gold, and I was like, all right, man, well, how can I get it? And then he said $50. And then I kind of stood off, just like, you know, some of you guys may, when people talk about an investment or when someone talks about investing in yourself, you kind of back off because you don't want to spend the money, or, you know, it could be because of a lack of confidence. You never know what it may be, but just like me, I was standoffish with it. I didn't know if it was something I wanted to pursue, so I waited, and then as Jermaine was going through things, Jermaine was actually showing me people on his page. They was posting like his results, and they was posting different things that they're showing that they was making it happen in VSN. So I was looking one day, and I said, okay, I'm gonna get the traffic gold. So I got the traffic gold for $50, and then I was sitting there reading it, looking through it, and I got to like module 2 on the Facebook training, and the training just blew my mind because I was doing things that they was teaching, but I wasn't just doing it correctly. And a lot of times is that we have the ability, it's just that we're not positioned like we're supposed to be. So the training positioned me to where I needed to be. I think I put up my first ad. I had like 250 clicks from after the training, and so I was just overwhelmed by the training that I got, how powerful it was. So I told Jermaine I wanted to go all in. And Jermaine he worried me of how the titanium rotator was going to go up in price, and I was like, man, I don't got the money. So I think it was the next day, which was a Friday, some people started posting up about the rotator, what it was doing in their life, how they was getting automatic leads, how they was bringing in this revenue. And I was like, man, I really want this, but I know I don't have it, so I got to find a way to get it. So I went to my friend's house. I asked my friend, talked to my friend about it. My friend was like, yes, Nate, you can borrow it. I borrowed the money from him. I was able to go all in into the company in like the next 30 minutes. And then about, I would say, 12 hours after that night of having the rotator, I got my first all-in sale with the ability of the training that I got. Totally blew my mind.
Hmm.
I was like, man, these are the results that everyone's talking about. You know, a lot of times we say like it's a scam, it's not possible, and it actually happened. It just took my faith to go all in, and it took my confidence, and I was able to give it to somebody who needed it. And I've learned like, there's a lot of value, in this. Ever since I've got the training, I've been averaging 1 to 2 sales a day. I've been online for about 3 weeks now. VSN has truly, truly opened my mind to think that there's more than what I thought it was online. Because at first I thought it was a joke. I thought things was impossible. But then now it's like, hey, this stuff is really happening. Back to you, Kevin.
Awesome, man. Well, we really appreciate you sharing that, and it's just incredible that like someone for for as new as they are, like you said, you've been online for at most 3 weeks, and if you've already came across a company who's able to like really help you build your empowered business or even create another powerful additional stream of income on the side with VSN Extreme. Um, I was just curious, what really drew you to the industry? A lot of people it usually falls under three categories. It's like they want freedom, whether that's like financial freedom, the ability to travel, and all that other stuff. Some people just want to spend more time with their families, and then some people just want to have the ability to like do what they want on their terms. So, what is your why, if you will, and like what really made you want to start pursuing and looking to online marketing businesses in the first place?
At first, I didn't even know they exist until I think I was looking at going into MCA, and
Hmm.
then my good friend of mine, Dominic Cruz, hit me up, and he started talking to me about online marketing. I was like, what is this? And I didn't know what it was, but my why would be financial freedom. I want the ability to go into full-time ministry. I'm a minister. I want to be able to actually create videos of feeding the homeless. I want to go out and knock on random people's doors and just bless them with $500 to $1,000. I want to show up at different places with a bag of groceries. I want to rebuild community. So when I found the opportunity for it, I just went with it.
That's awesome, man. I really admire that because a lot of people, well, not a lot, but some people be like, oh, I want to get rich so I can buy a Ferrari or whatever. But that's really
Yeah.
nice that you want to do something for your community and help out, and especially that whole random bit of like, it's like, what is it like, doing good without like leaving your name attached or something. It's like
Hmm.
um, anonymous kindness or something. I forget the actual term, but that's really cool. Um, how would you say like VSN Extreme has helped you as a marketer? I think you touched on it earlier. As far as the training is concerned, would you say the training has been the most beneficial to you, or
Yeah.
would you say like the fact that we can deliver this consistent, highly converting traffic equally beneficial, or maybe it's the community? Obviously, my friend Chris, who I just actually talked to not long ago, he's really super impressed by the community of leaders and the people that are willing to help once you're actually a member of VSN Extreme. But I mean, you personally, what would you say has been the most beneficial?
I definitely think it's the synergy and the energy we give each other. I think it's the fact that we work as a team. Um, Nobody's in it for themselves. Everyone likes to see everybody succeed. Like if you go on Facebook, everybody's recognizing everybody, and I think that's what's so powerful about us is that we're moving as a unit. We're moving in unity. It keeps me encouraged. You can not get a sale one day, and you can look at your friends, and they still pushing you. So I think what's so powerful about VSN is that there's a push and there's an ability to pull out greatness inside of you that you never knew you had.
Hmm. Awesome, man. Well, we appreciate you being here with us. Um, Second and last thing I wanted to ask you is like, aside from VSN Extreme, is Empower your main focus?
No,
No,
it
do you have
was.
another business, or are you focusing mainly on VSN Extreme?
It was Empower, but now I focus mainly on VSN.
Okay, cool. And the only reason I'm asking is just because like, I always want to let people know that like despite the fact that VSN Extreme is a powerful vehicle to provide that financial freedom that a lot of people are looking for, it's also a system that they can use in unison and complementary to whatever else they're doing.
Right.
So the last thing I really have a question for you, or have to ask you, and you may not know right now just given the fact that you've only been marketing for 3 weeks, but usually, people will go through a period of struggle and they may not really know what they're doing wrong, but then after a certain period of time, they really have that epiphany where they're like, oh, I wish I had known about this sooner, but clearly
Hmm.
you have already found out about VSN Extreme within only your first 3 weeks, so you can avoid the struggle, and I think that's really cool. What would you say if you're if a newbie marketer who's also just getting started, they don't know anything about online marketing, let alone the industry even exists, what would you say to them as far as your concerns about VSN Extreme and the opportunity it provides?
Um, I think in a nutshell, I'll say go all in. Um, if you're coming into online marketing, if you're coming into any business, I've been in several MLMs, and I failed. I failed because I dealt with rejection. I failed because I couldn't understand the word no. I failed because I didn't hear yes like I wanted to. I failed because I kept comparing myself to others. If you're coming into it, come all in for yourself. Come in knowing that success isn't going to be easy. It's going to be hard work. Sometimes it's going to take a lot of time. Don't be discouraged by other people's numbers. Just come in building yourself up and investing into yourself in the whole. If you're going to do it all the way. Don't do it half-stepping and expecting big results. Don't come in, on the first leg and then say, well, if the first leg works, I'll go to leg number 3. Come in with full faith, because the results you want to see, you got to give it your all. You put an urgency inside yourself that wants to see results instead of just being comfortable. So that's what I would have to say to any newbie that comes onto the market.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks a lot for your time. We really appreciate you being here and a part of VSN Extreme, and also sharing your story with the newbies that might be watching this. Let's take this thing to the top and really blow it up and how many people we can help with this opportunity, okay?
Let's do it.
Awesome, man. Well, have a great night, and thanks again for your time.
No problem. You too, Kev.
See ya.